In fact, millions of Americans wake up before sunrise, work 10 or 12 hours a day, come home exhausted, and still struggle to pay their bills. They aren't lazy. They aren't stupid.
Yet year after year, they remain trapped in the same financial position.
Meanwhile, someone else works fewer hours, takes more vacations, and somehow ends up wealthier every single year. By the end of this video, you'll understand why so many hardworking people stay poor, and more importantly, what you can do differently.
So what's the difference? Is it luck? Better jobs? Rich parents?
Not always. The real answer is hidden in a few financial habits that most people never learn.
5 years later, Jake has almost nothing saved. Rich parents?
He's stressed every payday, carries credit card debt, and wonders why life keeps him more expensive. Alex, on the other hand, has over $100,000 invested, no consumer debt, and is already planning to buy rental property.
Same income, same city, same starting point. Completely different future.
The difference wasn't how hard they worked. It was how their money worked.
What if I told you that working harder isn't the fastest way to become rich?
They rent similar apartments, drive similar cars, and even have similar monthly bills.
Imagine two friends, Jake and Alex. Both are 25 years old. Both graduate from college with similar jobs earning $60,000 a year. Most people believe money problems are caused by low income. Jake has almost nothing saved. Rich parents?
While income matters, it isn't the whole story. Across America, there are doctors living paycheck to paycheck, and janitors who retire as millionaires. Alex, on the other hand, has over $100,000 invested, no consumer debt, and is already planning to buy rental property. The difference wasn't how hard they worked. It was how their money worked.
The more you earn, the more you spend by low income, until your higher salary changes nothing except your monthly bills.
Here's something most people never calculate. Imagine getting a $500 monthly raise. Sounds amazing, right?
Bigger apartment, new car, more expensive phone, more subscriptions, more eating out.
You worked harder, earned more money, yet your financial life didn't improve at all. Another reason people stay poor is that they buy liabilities thinking they're assets. A brand new luxury car feels like success. A bigger house feels like you've made it. Designer clothes make you look successful. Every month, these purchases quietly drain your bank account. Those two questions create completely different financial futures.
Your paycheck grew, but your freedom didn't. That's how millions of hardworking people unknowingly stay trapped.
Imagine buying a $2,000 television on a credit card and only making the minimum payment every month. By the time it's finally paid off, you've likely spent hundreds or even thousands of dollars in interest. Poor people often ask a different question. Can I afford the monthly payment?
Those two questions create completely different financial futures.
Credit cards make this even worse.
Imagine buying a $2,000 television on a credit card and only making the minimum payment every month.
Wealthy people often ask one simple question. By the time it's finally paid off, you've likely spent hundreds or even thousands of dollars in interest.
The TV became old long before you finished paying for it.
That's a cycle many people never escape.
You're using today's income to pay for yesterday's happiness.
Now here's the trap almost nobody talks about, and only making the minimum payment every month.
Wealthy people often ask one simple question. Poor people often trade time directly for money. If they stop working, the income stops.
Wealthy people eventually build systems where money continues working even when they sleep.
Wealthy people often ask. Many people dig up their financial tree every few months because they don't see immediate results.
They never allow time to work in their favor.
For years, it may produce almost nothing.
Investing works the same way, and only making the minimum payment every month.
They never allow time to work in their favor.
Have you ever had a bad day and suddenly felt like shopping? You're not alone. Retail stores are carefully designed to make spending feel rewarding. Every notification, discount, and flash sale is competing for your attention and your wallet.
Another hidden reason people stay poor is emotional spending. One simple habit can completely change this. Before buying anything that isn't essential, wait 24 hours. Ask yourself 3 questions. Do I actually need this? Will I still want it next week? If you surround yourself with people who invest, read financial books, build businesses, and discuss opportunities instead of purchases, your mindset begins changing too.
Education also plays a huge role. Most schools teach students how to get jobs, but very few teach them how money actually works.
If you surround yourself with people who invest, read financial books, build businesses, and discuss opportunities instead of purchases, your mindset begins changing too.
Have you ever had a bad day and suddenly felt like shopping? You'll be surprised how many things lose their appeal once the excitement fades.
Let's talk about something uncomfortable. The people around you. Human beings naturally copy their environment.
Wealth isn't usually built through one giant decision. It's built through thousands of small decisions repeated over time.